Let's look at the topic statistics. Now, you probably would have heard about this topic before. Statistics. Now, what is statistics? You have various definitions of statistics. I have a copy of a book called Certificate Mathematics. What they say is that statistics is the name given to the science of collecting and analyzing facts. And they say further on that in almost all scientific and business publications, in newspapers and in government reports, these facts are represented by means of tables and diagrams. It speaks of newspapers. You can see how old that article is, because nowadays we use less newspapers and more we're using websites and the internet and so on and so forth. So anyway, I've looked online and I've seen similar definitions. One definition I remember I saw recently said that something like statistics is the science and the practice of collecting and analyzing numerical data. Alright? So, let me just put that definition there. Remember, this is just what I remember. It is, let me make these a bit smaller. I need more space. Let's say the practice of collecting and analyzing numerical data. Alright, so I'm going to use that definition for now, that definition of statistics. Now you collect these data and you analyze them, and you can do what you need to do with them, and you can present them to an audience. Now, let's look at a simple example of some data that we're analyzing. Alright, we have various uses of analyzing data. One example that might come to mind is, suppose you want to set up an auto parts store in a new location that you've come to live, or you want to do business in that location. One of the things that you want to know is what car is the most popular, so that you can store more of the parts for those cars. So you might want to, over a couple of days, over a few days, you write down how many of what brand of cars that pass a certain road or various roads in the towns during the day. Alright? You might see that the Toyota is a very popular brand, and the Toyota Corolla, extremely popular. You might see some Mazda, but not a whole lot. Alright? You might see Ford, Nissan, and so on and so forth. But you plan now to invest more money into stocking up on Toyota parts, because overwhelmingly, probably you say 70% of the cars are Toyota. So that's one example. Now let's look at a simple example here. Suppose, let me just minimize this, and I bring up my table. I'm looking at an example here, types of transport. So let us say you're studying the ways in which people are transported each morning, whether to work or school or whatever. So the type of transport and the number of people that you see using it, say over a 1 week period, you have taxi. You want to look at those who take the bus, and you also want to look at those who travel in private cars. It could be a matter of you doing a survey or just observing to get a general idea. Now, throughout that week, out of all the people that you interviewed, you find that, let's say, 320 of them travel by private cars. 840 of them take the bus. And you have 1560 of them who take taxis. Right? Traveling by taxi is very popular in that area. Now, you might want to give a presentation. Persons might not have too much of a problem looking at these figures. All right? By the way, since these are the headings, let me just bold them. Good. Persons who you're presenting to might not have too much of a problem looking at these figures. But if it was more of a larger number of categories, large number of figures, people would be frustrated. They would probably not understand too much how these figures work, what's the pattern, what pattern is there. All right? So what I have here is a table. Many people love to see diagrams. So what you can do is to make a chart. You have various types of chart, but one popular type of chart is what you call the bar chart. All right? Now you want to make a bar chart. What you can do is draw a line here and another line here. Let me just make my bar chart a bit rough. I know that the numbers for taxis went up to 1560. Let's say this goes up to 1600. Say that is 1600, right? You have, let's say this is 1,000, 500. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. All right. You have 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,500, 1,600. All right, nice. Now, and this is the vertical axis of the bar chart because it goes up and down. Vertical, you're going up and down. Now, we want the horizontal part of the bar chart. What we had were, just to make sure, I remember, taxi, bus, and private cars. Good. Now, have taxi here. Then we have bus. And let's just write car for private car. Now, going up, remember the taxi, the category for taxi went all the way up to 1560. So I'm going to draw a bar a little past 1500, going across and going down. Nice. Then the numbers for bus went up to 840. 840 is where 5, 6, 7, 8, close to midway between here. So for bus, are we there already? 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, how about here? I'm estimating. And the bar goes up. I want to make the bars equally thick. This bar is a bit wider. This is a bit wider than the one for taxi. Alright. Cars went up to where? 320. Private cars 320. So 1, 2, 3, a little bit above 3. So I'm going up this way, a little bit above 3 for 320. Alright, so that is my bar chart. And we say it is a bar chart because the bars go up and down when you put in these grills made with steel on your windows and your doors. You say, well, to keep out robbers, you say you're putting in burglar bars. A popular term for it would be burglar bars. When police put you in jail, you say they put you behind bars. You are arrested. Right? Well, hope you don't do anything to be arrested. But someone who was arrested, they usually say that they were put behind bars because the jail has these bars, steel bars going up and down. So you say they were put behind bars. So this is a bar chart. Now, it's a bit quicker to understand what's going on. You can just quickly, even if you're not interested in the accurate values and figures, you can just quickly look at the bar chart and say, taxi, that's the overwhelming majority. Bus, close to half, and then cars way down. Not a lot of those people travel by private car. Alright, so that is a bar chart. Now, we're going to break this video at this point. We're going to continue with this discussion by looking at another type of chart. So, I will see you in the next video.